Yo, it's the Lead Assassin. What's up? What's happening, bros? Bros. I have no idea what's going on, dudes. Like life is just being troublesome. I don't know why. Why you gotta be like that, life? Carlin, hopefully you're in the Rodcast, because right now I'm throwing top water, bro. I am not on the area that I would like to be, but we're gonna throw out here, see if we can get some to the spot. I see a line of a little birdie. Stay away from my bait. I see a line of eelgrass right there that I'm gonna try and avoid. What up, krill? Let's see how many times this Rodcast can end on its own. Yo, Escar, I need a buzzer beater, dog, because it's been a beater out here. But I definitely need a buzzer beater. And why not make it a topwater buzzer beater? We're gonna see how far this eelgrass goes. Right here, the eelgrass is not coming in here. What? I turned the angle so far, it's ridiculous. Almost buzzer beater. That around, they are going to bite. I just have to see when. Why shallow, bro? This vato should get some new pants. Why shallow? All right, so I'm going on top of this flat right here. I'm going through the mass of eelgrass. I'm going to see if I can get to the other side. There's a family off to my right, so I don't want to mess with that spot. Dang, this eelgrass is nasty. I'm assuming they're right where I want to be, but look at all this. We're going straight through it, guys. So I'm not sure how much top water we're going to be able to do, because there's a lot of eelgrass floating. Yo, Jerry. A lot of people have been telling you thank you in the 2.3K subscriber giveaway video, bro. Just so you know, they're good. I'm telling you, thank you, Jerry. All right, we got the drop off. Let's see where these people are. Are they on that spot? They are on that spot. So we'll leave it to them. We will continue in this direction. A direction that you guys cannot see right now, but we will be going in this direction as there were some splashes right behind me. Que pues, splashes. I need you to splash up my bait. Going to the channel. So, wigglies. Oh, it is nasty over here, boys. It has become nasty. It's gross. Floating eelgrass. What is your deal? I really hate the fact that floating eelgrass makes me put my hands on my hip like a mom not happy with her kids. Let's see how much current there is here, guys. Earlier there was current that was moving my stuff to places I didn't want it to be. We are in 15 feet of water. The channel is to my right. Let's get that big fish energy, homies. This is where we started. Not exactly here because there's somebody where we had started. But this is the area where we believe we can get some decent sized fish. And we proved it in the morning. It was a 4-pound, 6-ouncer. And then it shut down. And then we moved because we were going to try and find other areas. Because that's what we do. We move around after we've caught a fish. But it did slow down, so we just moved. And after that, it was terrible. It was terrible. But we're in a new area, so we gotta adjust. Let's see what he said. I got to, what did John say? I got to fish. Oh, I think we're locked. Oh, were you in the BFL, bro? You came to the hood, bro, and you didn't even say, what up? But you were busy fishing the BFL more than likely. So you had your own situation you had to deal with, bro. So I feel you. "15 feet of water, there is a little point that comes out right here. And one would think that on this little point, there would be a fish. But we're gonna see. This is the main river channel over here. It is probably about 30 feet deep, if not more. And over here to my left, probably about 10 feet. So how'd you do, John? That's the question. Well, I'll tell you what, John, this side of this portion of the lake has not been treating me very well. It's like I'm a foreigner here. Would make sense since I spend most of my time down by the dam. So it doesn't really know me, so it's just kind of holding out the fish. It's like, can we trust him? It's like, look, I'm gonna let go of the fish as soon as I catch him. Trust me. Trust me, Guntersville. Hook me up with one of them BBLs. We are in 20 feet of water. I will be casting to my left into that gross eelgrass. $19th, that's what's up. I am over here in the area where waterfront is. All right, let's throw up to the shallow. And then run it back through all this gross eelgrass. But we should be able to run it back no problem. Dang, bro, this place is gross. This place is... Can you see this? All I see is yes bros calling. What? What are you talking about? What? I've had to go back to, or stop the Iron Man wristband because all these redos are making me mad. Come on, baby. Yo, Mike, we're back. Dude, I don't know what's killing this GoPro. We took the battery out of it so that it wouldn't heat up as much. So I don't know if it's a power issue or a heating issue, because the GoPro stays on. It just stops transmitting. Now I know it's not Elon because, or I don't think it is, because I'm able to send you guys messages, well, and I see that I'm on Wi-Fi. So this is not making any sense. I can just tell you guys that it is hot out here, but right now it should not be dying. And if it dies again, I'm I'm gonna fight it. Me, the ghost fight. Dude, this eelgrass is too much. I'm gonna have to find a spot that the eelgrass is not. It is too much. Oh no, dog. I only went to Smith Lake once last week. In fact, I was fishing a tournament, dude. I was fishing the Foodland tournament on Saturday. So, yeah, I would have been here. Dude, freaking so much eelgrass. Can you guys see it, bros? Because it is freaking. Let me show you guys. This fish looks like. Do you guys see that? How does one cast through all that? I mean, I'm doing it, but how? This is stupid. We're gonna have to go to the clear side, which is the not deep portion of it. Let's go to the clear side. That eelgrass is too much. Now we're in the clear. But I didn't want to really be on this side is the problem. Flip it with a craw. Dude, I was throwing a jig in that stuff. But it's just floating everywhere. I just got to position correctly, bros. Let me just get on fools. We will make do with what we got. Glad to hear you won't make that mistake twice, John. Mikasa Sukasa, dog. All right, so no eelgrass right here. Eelgrass has stopped being present. All right, so the point is right there. Got it. Point is towards that boathouse. Not a problem. We are in 16 feet of water. It should go up to about 10 feet or so out there. This is the part of the day where I even out my suntan. Get a little sun on the top of my head, so again, I look like a normal person as much as possible. Oh, Colin, that grass, it's not rooted, it's floating eelgrass. So that stuff is just, it's a fucking, like a river of just going through. It is not on the bottom. It's just part of the game. Sometimes it's around, sometimes it isn't. Depends on the wind, boat activity, stuff. But it is just floating from everybody chopping it up. But I think the real reason is like wake boats and stuff like that. They, from what I've seen, they push the water downward so that they can get a good wake. And by doing so, it's pushing, like if they're in the shallows, not in the deep is whatever. But if they're starting off in the shallow, when they push off, it tears up the ground underneath. So they'll push up eelgrass and all kinds of stuff. But not to say that bass boats, we're in the shallow, and if people are in the shallow, that doesn't do the same thing. But I'm just saying, those guys, they definitely tear some stuff up. Bring a rake? I was the Saturday winter. I was probably middle of the pack. I don't know, because they haven't put out the weights. All I know is that the winter chicken dinner was 17 pounds, 8 ounce, or 17.88 ounces, I think. And that was with 3 fish. So that guy knew what he was doing, but he definitely knew what he was doing because he was a guide. But there was no way we were going to keep up with that. But it was for funsies, bro. The Foodland tournament is a fun tournament. All right, Creel, but here's the thing. Not today so much, but I get pleasure from being on this boat. Does that mean we got to ban this boat? Ha ha ha. All right, what time is, okay, sunset is at 7:42. I'm gonna go hit up this area over there. I think area. It is the worst toupee ever, John. That toupee is makes me mad. But it is not great, but we can get around it. Let me verify that. Oh no. Negative. I am not in the area that I think I was in. I guess technically I can go in there, see what that's all about. Yeah, let's try that. I've never fished that. Let's around and find out what is over there. Let's do it, my dudes. We got time. Holy mo. Let's give back to the lake. That eelgrass is a dumb. All right, let's go. Are we only banning mine krill, or are we only allowing mine to exist? Actually, I should lift my motor up because more than likely it was in all that gross grass. All right. We're gonna just move a little bit over there, guys. There should be some top water here too. Yo, peace out, John. Appreciate you stopping by, dude. All right, so Creel has banned me from Lake Guntersville. That's cool. I guess I'll have to go to Smith Lake. Guys, so if we're gonna blame anybody for not that great fishing footage, it's gonna be Creel because he's making us go to Smith Lake. Son of a fish. This grass is everywhere over here. What is on? I thought the eelgrass would have stayed away or gone away. It's not that bad right here. We are still in 10 feet. I see barely any grass, and then it drops off. And then about 20 feet or so, that's where the fish start to show up. All right, guys. This is one of those situations where you make it up as you go. And we got a ton of eelgrass. We do want to fish this area, but this area does not want us to fish it. The dudes in front of me caught a fish. It didn't seem to be a fish of size, but it caught a fish. Oh, I could go to Wheeler. Oh, good point, Creel. You know where I'm gonna go, Creel? I'm gonna go to Duck River. Yeah, I know you like that. You have sentenced me to Duck River, bro. Thank you very much, Creel. Why? Why? Now this is kind of odd to me because I'm usually not fishing in the current. I don't even know if they're drawing a lot of current right now, but I just can tell you that there's some current movement. Well, Mr. Krill, there are ways to go fish duck river with mini silver, also known as Hobie Quan Kenobi. Dude, I can't tell if I'm moving, if the eelgrass is moving, what is going on here? The optical illusion is, it's tough here, bros. I am not delusional, guys. I've said a lot of words today, most of them cuss words, while you guys weren't here. And I was like, bro, what's the deal? What's going on? Man, that eelgrass is thick. Yo, what up? Simply Fishing, what up, dog? Creel, are you talking about Duck River is ankle deep, or did we change? Oh yeah, we changed that guy. All right, bro, this has become just unbearable. The amount of eelgrass on here. Yo, Creel, it takes a little while for these things to update, for these comments to update, bro. So, you know, don't blame it on me all the time, bro. I know in the last episode, which was like 10 minutes ago, I know I stated that I have an inability to read some books, but it's not always my fault, bro. Sometimes it doesn't get updated, and if it don't get updated, then how could I read it? I can't read minds. Does this guy see me? Does he care? All right, guys. Hopefully we don't see silver get split in half. But if we did, it would be live. Oh, I'm out of here, bros. There's just too much garbage. There's just too much. I'm not even sure how those people over there are fishing this. Dios mío. Page of a book for each missed fish. Bro. Colin, don't be crazy. I would never do that. I'm here to make myself better, not make myself or punish myself. The push-ups, they're good, dog. They're making me rip, but reading a page out of a book make me throw up. Dude, what the freak? All right, guys, we are moving out of this eelgrass. I'm gonna go across the channel and see what is going on here. I should only throw the old monster krill. Oh. The old monster got bit. He got his tail missing. His tail is missing. He's just kind of hanging out on the deck of the boat. What the fish is going on here? I'm gonna have to put my light in eventually. This stuff is ridiculous, guys. Gotta do brain push-ups. That's a good point there, Colin. Brain push-up. I'm gonna see if there's eelgrass over here. Real, I have another one, dog. That's not the issue. I have my own stash of old monsters. It's just right now, I've got a really light weight on that worm. And that worm is moving around. The current is cruising him. Okay. Location assessment. Eelgrass. Minimal. Fish action. Questionable. Fisherman's determined. Applaudable. Is that a word? Applaudable? A platypus? Commendable. Commendable. Yeah. I don't know if applaudable is a word. But definitely, commendable is. All right, Colin, I see a couple stupid little fish jumping. We're going for that top water. Get the... Oh, okay. Never mind, guys. All that slapping did nothing. The eelgrass is angry. Bros, I think I'm not, I mean, there's a potential, bros, that I might not even be fishing what I think I'm fishing, because I think the current is throwing me off. You let off the trolling, and then next thing you know, you're not where you thought you were. Plus, I gotta keep some eyes on this river channel here. Usually when I got my trolling motor on, it shows me, all right, I'm headed in this direction. But here, since there's current, it's slowing me down, and it takes a long time for my arrow. Oh, that's it. We're not throwing that no more. See, I took my pedal, or my foot off the pedal, and it's just freaking pushing me. All right, if I'm going in this direction, why am I not moving? Okay. All right, those guys left the area that I wanted to fish. So forget about this. Now we're going back over there into the eelgrass. We're going back to battle the eelgrass. I don't know, guys. We are here, we are there, we are nowhere in terms of catching fish. This has been a day. What you got? You got eelgrass on your silver? What's going on? Oh, you definitely got some eelgrass on you. You good now, girl? Eelgrass is stupid. I can put a different weight on it, Creel. That would retie. You know I am strongly opposed to reties, Creel. So, should I? Probably. Will I? Reties. Reties are for responsible people, responsible fishermen, bro. That I am not. All right, straight to that brown house right there, right in front of us. That is where we will be casting. You guys see that brown house? Keep an eye on that brown house, because that is where we need to cast to. I don't care what happens. I don't care how this freaking trolling motor decides that it wants to. I don't care how it decides that it wants to position itself. We will not be casting very far off of that brown house, even though I just casted way to the left of it. We are in 14 feet of water. This is how those people were fishing here, because magically there is no eelgrass right here. I don't understand how. Time check. I don't know just yet. Some split shot weights. Creel, I can't use a split shot weight. It might put an abrasion on my line. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want that to happen. You know how concerned I am about abrasions. I mean, I am concerned about abrasions as much as the next guy. Probably a lot less. Okay, all right, okay. Let's put our light on just to make sure we're good. And then we'll go ahead and catch a 6-pounder and pay out the BBL Plus. You know how we do. Let's just relax. Fish from the back. You guys catch what's going on? Here we go. No pressure. It's dark. Split shotting is a key. What? Key skill. I think Creel's just trying to get me to break off. You think I'm gonna accept tackle from you? You're gonna sabotage me, bro. You are a saboteur. Don't come out. Split shot that I for, and really it's all sharp on the inside, and I go, ah, that's what you get. You never retie. I see where you're coming from, Creel. All right, we are now casting to that brown house. Straight to the brown house. You guys might not be able to see it because I the camera in the wrong direction. But now, straight to that magical brown house. It's not even really brown. It's like a grayish brown. But it was, I mean, if I look at this other house off to the right of it, that one's gray, and the other one right of that is probably more brown than the house that I said brown. Let's get that, guys, because now this portion of the lake is beating me down. Not physically, but mentally. What just happened? I'm going to question a lot of things. Which is odd because BL, but just being puzzled. Oh, Colin, I almost cut off half of your stick because a lot of words, bro. I need information in like 3-word sentences, like the cat ran. I like candy, or something like that, bro. It needs to be in 3-word sentences in order for it to sink in. In order for, that is very, it's not. And I'm just like, yo, bro, that was a lot of words. Does not compute. Maybe it was a 95, feels like 95-degree heat that caused the GoPro to shut down and for me to question what's going on here. The toad works. What are you talking about, Steve? Here we go, baby, one time. Oh, all right, gotcha. Gotcha, Steve. I guess 3-word sentences I still have trouble comprehending. But I think it's 3-word irrational sentences that I'm just like, what? We're talking about a toad works. The only frog and toad that I know that work, well, maybe not frog so much, but I think toad works, you know, is those guys from Frog and Toad. If it's not those guys, then I'm a little suspect of a frog and a toad. But, you know, probably the last that I Frog and Toad. That's where I learned how to behave myself. I used to think that Frog was the cooler guy, but I think as I look back at him now, I think Toad is the more responsible one, and Frog is the one that flies by the seat of his pants. So maybe that's why I thought Frog was cooler. Moderator, who's the responsible one? I'm thinking it's Toad. But that would make sense then. Because if I'm thinking that Toad is cool, Frog is cool, then that would explain why I don't die. Why I don't change weights. Where fish at? Unknown error. 404. 404. Colin, I'm looking for him, dog. This place right here. All right, I'm gonna reposition after this cast. There we go. That's where the fish is at, Colin, if it stays on. It's going out to over here. It's a drum. It's a stupid drum, bros. Drum roll, please. Now that's how you end a day here, guys, with a dumb old drum. I mean, we're not done, but I'm just saying, with a dumb old drum on the line, that's how you put an exclamation mark on this day. A frickin' drum? Get your butt in there, bro. Don't be dumb, drum. Why did you flip over on that side, bro? On the other side. Do as I say. I am the master of drum. Okay. Ain't even way this guy. He's one dumb drum. Well, Colin, that was a fish. Not the right fish, but a fish. Dudes, you could not script this any worse. Well, I guess you could. Any better. The dumbness of fish that has been going on here. But yet, we continue. Here we go. Let's check our drag. Make sure our drag is right. We're back out there. Come on, baby, one time. So people can see. Yo, Senor Truckin' 6'1", I'm using a jig, a 1/2 ounce jig. Colin thinks that it's a chatterbait. Colin? Bro, that tells me how much you're paying attention, bro. I've been throwing this jig for like, I don't know, an hour. Not in this location, but uh-oh. The eelgrass is coming, dudes. Look behind my shoulder, bro. The eelgrass is headed our way. Oh, dear God, the eelgrass is coming. The eelgrass is headed our way. We need to. One, I who you for showing up, Doug. That eelgrass is headed right for us. Batten the hatches, boys. We are going to be overcoming this eelgrass. Dang it. Dude, that feels very nice in there. Colin, because you said it in something brain digestible, we're good. Can you guys see it behind me, bro? It is coming. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Let's get back out there before the eelgrass overtakes us, bro. This eelgrass is gonna turn or something. Disgusting. We're gonna be like, it hurts. Eelgrass is just gonna be all over my face and stuff. It's gonna be disgusting. You're gonna see me transform into the eelgrass. Whatever goes with eelgrass. The eelgrass gangster or whatever. Kendall, I would tell you that the viewership, the fishing has been as bad as your quote unquote viewership. Look at that, bro. Look at that slick of just freaking eelgrass. Oh, this eelgrass is making me mad. So I wouldn't even trip about it, Kendall. You have not missed anything. 1 BBL. I just caught a drum right now. It is slim pickings out here. I'll tell you, this ain't no Browns Creek. Oh, 6'1". Appreciate it, man. Also 6'1". In case you decide to subscribe, if you haven't already, I don't know. Be sure to enter the 2.3K subscriber giveaway video. All you got to do is put a comment in that video, dude, and you'll be entered to win a $100 either Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. That drawing will be held May 30th at 5 p.m. Central. More than likely live, but my dude, I mean, if you're going to watch and potentially subscribe, dude, then might as well enter that. Cast parallel to the eelgrass. Colin, do you want me to anger the eelgrass? Because I think you do. You want me to anger it and have the eelgrass attack me. If I anger the eelgrass, it's going to, also, Colin, that's in the water over there. But if I anger the eelgrass, it is going to attack silver and in her valve did once before in silver life and cost me a lot of money. It cost me a lot of money, Colin. I think it was definitely $500. It was terrible. Oh yeah, that's Jerry fishing right there, bro, or Jerry rig fishing right there. That is a gentleman who allowed it to be a $100 gift on the 2K subscriber giveaway video, and He said, roll it into the next one. And then a legend was born. Steve, why? Why are there two of those statements, bro? Is it because you wanted me to attempt to read it twice? It's very cruel, Steve. I don't understand where all the fish have gone. Deuce, today's been a tough one. We started off on fire, bro, with that, or let's say hot, not on fire. We started off hot with that 4-6, and then we went. It's weird. So, fishing in New Mexico at Elephant Butte, bro, it was tough, but the size of fish, if you caught like fish, they would be decent sized fish. Not like this, but it would be like 3-pounders. You know, every now and then you catch a 4-pounder, but they also had smallmouth bass over there, so that was cool. Cut size bass over there, but the days where you catch at that lake, I zeroed. The lake was very unforgiving. So I would go from Guntersville, where I was catching, you know, like quite a few fish when I would come and visit. And then I would go to my home lake thinking, I am an awesome fisherman. And then when I got to my home lake, it was all like you were saying, oh, you gotta be kidding me, bro. And it would just smack the humility into you. Do about it. Home. Yo, 6'1". These homies here are. Oh yeah, 6'1". Also, we have these BBL pluses, which stands for Big Bass Live. But the BBL pluses, when we catch a bass 4, 5, 6, and 7 out, $25 Bass Pro Shop gift card in a random drawing for people who are watching the live. So we just have like a phrase that pays, and you're like, all right, type this in, and then we will draw from all the guys who typed this in for the next 5 minutes or whatever. So there is some benefit to watching the live. Right now we're on the 6-pound BBL. So we got to catch one that's 6 pounds, and MRA decided that he wanted to roll it into the next one. So now the 6-pounder that we intend to catch will be a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. Every month it resets, so hopefully we catch that 6-pounder so we can keep on going. But if we don't catch that 6-pounder, then next month it will still be $50 gift card for the first BB that we catch. So far we got 4 and a 5. It's just the 6 is a couple days ago we got a 510. But it was in a different area of the lake. We don't really frequent this area right here, so we're just kind of trying to fish around and find out. All right, guys, I'm going to throw Don's chatterbait down here. I'm going to let it hit the bottom and just freaking slow reel them back. Oh, definitely, bro. Here you got grass and all kinds of stuff. Over there, bro, you have rock, some sand, bluffs, all kinds of different stuff, bro. It was a lot of the same. Oh, dude, the Tackle Tavern needed to look like, because all the baits that I would go through a lot of Texas rigged, and that's when you guys see me get my baits out over here, especially a Texas rig or a jig, it's because I had a lot of practice in those rocks in New Mexico. That stuff is unforgiving. So when I'm over here, I'm like, bro, easy. I get that out, no problem. But in New Mexico, bro, that was nasty. Oh, dude, not only is it crazy rocky, but its depth fluctuates. So right now it's basically sort of like in a drought. I don't know if they got any rain, but bro, that was when, in fact, the Bassmaster went to go fish an elite series over there. But then there was droughts and whatever, and it just slowly started to go down. And then with that, the fishing went down, all kinds of stuff happened. So it was okay. And they got stripers in there, and they got white bass. Those white bass make me mad, dude, because I'll throw, and maybe that's why I don't throw so many faster moving baits here, dudes, because when I would throw them over there in New Mexico, I would end up catching a lot of white bass, and I would get super excited. I'd be like, yeah, I finally got a bite. That's what's up. And it would be a white bass, and I'd be like, you know what, white bass, you know what's going to, we don't need to discuss it. In the face. They would just play. They would play with me. Make me think that I was going to frickin' about the only, I mean, there was mesquite and stuff like that that would be there. So maybe that's what you're referring to as, or maybe that's what I'm thinking is buckbrush. But it was nasty, dog. I mean, sometimes fishing tournaments, if you came in with like 3 fish, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna freaking cash a check. But there were times where if you came in, you had to come in with all 5, and they had to be somewhat decent. You never knew what was gonna happen on that lake. And it was definitely hot out there. Dude, there was one time that I hooked into a fish. I was throwing a Senko. Bro, I threw a Senko where I saw a fish. Well, I sort of saw, because it was clear, I thought I had seen a fish, so I threw a Senko in that direction. Next thing you know, I hook into something, and I was like, oh, heck yeah. But it was coming with me. Basically, the fish was coming with me, looking right at me. And then when it saw what was going down, immediately went back, like opposite of me, bro. And that son of a gun snapped my line before I could even reach for drag. And I was like, what the heck? And I was in a tournament that day, so that hurt. And then the guy that was fishing with me, he was my buddy. And then he was all like, cause I was freaking deflated, bro. I was like, what the? And then he looked at me, just, saw and he, hey bro, I was like, and he was like, is it too early to talk shad? And I was like, you son of a gun. And I was like, bro, you can talk it all you want, because that would look like about a 6 or 7 pound fish over there, and that would go a long way. And then I ended up catching another big one later on, or catching a big one later on, but it was all, who knows? Hey, Colin, after I take all this freaking grass off, I'm gonna throw this topwater out here, Colin. You ready, Colin? Here we go. I haven't seen anything jump out at all, but let's see if we can't make something jump out. Moderator, what's for dinner? I hope it's something that will put away these emotions. I could just eat my emotions away. And I say that, guys, when I caught a 4 pound 6 ouncer, but I'm over here crying about that I've only caught 2 fish all day. I could have gone with 0 fish, and then it would have been even worse. Creel, 2 more casts and I'm gonna throw that monster on. What's my PB on it? It's a great question. I don't know, bro. But I do know that I did catch a 15 pound striper. That one I do know. But it's probably like 5 pounds was the biggest. Largemouth, that is. You gotta be kidding me, nothing's eating this guy. I know there's fish here. Why are none of them eating this guy? This is a known area for bait to cruise through. There's a creek right next to me, or where I'm casting to, and the channel is right behind me. All right, I'm gonna make them have to choose. I'm gonna burn this top water. Que pues, bro? I'm definitely trying. But if it ain't the jitterbug or, I mean, it don't matter if it's bait or the top water. All right, too much eelgrass inside. Let me see if I can find a green or an old monster real quick. These fools is tripping. Boats are coming in. They've given up. What the heck is going on here? Chicken quesadillas. Oh, it's a little bit for each one of them. Not bad. Okay. It's gonna be a little harder to find the old monster creel, so my bad, but we are not throwing the old monster. My trash can is full of water bottles that were consumed today, so it's harder for me to get through. Sorry, Creel. It's a weird day today, guys. So tomorrow, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm definitely going to be, we'll have to check the weather, but I'm going to be fishing down near the dam because the weather is supposed to be potentially stormy at some point in the day. All the way up here. If about time. Krill, I even left you hanging, bro. My bad. But we'll be showing up. I'm gonna see when the storms are, if they're in the morning or the afternoon. They might be in the afternoon. But what do you call it? I also have to change my lower unit gear oil or whatever it is. Who knows? I gotta change it. Mike asked, how did I get into bass fishing? Well, Mike, they say a fool and his money are soon parted. That is probably how I got into bass fishing. But no. I fished, but in like desert canals and stuff like that. Was like there certain stuff that go underneath the road and whatever. So we started fishing there, and then after that, there was a change in something that that a law was passed to where some particular activity that they used to consume all my weekends. That particular activity was no longer available legally. So I was like, all right, I got to find something. So I'm fishing hardcore because I had to do something. The dam has smallies. Krill, I tried, dog, but the problem was that I couldn't find them because all the water bottles were in the way. It's been a long day, dog. I needed to stay hydrated. So since that's my trash can / favorite bait compartment or most used bait compartment, well, something had to give, dog. So I can't find those baits. So yeah, Colin, I've been saying that I'm gonna go all the way up to the dam, but I haven't gone all the way up to the dam. And that's the problem. I have yet to go all the way up to the dam because either it's gonna be storming or I gotta maybe potentially do some adulting or, you know, all kinds of different reasons that I haven't been able to get up to the dam. So it's not from a lack of wanting to go to the dam, it's from a lack of being able to. Because that is a decent drive for me. It'll probably be an hour or so, an hour and change. I say an hour and change when I used to drive 2 hours to the desert lake to Elephant Butte. Mike, was it 2 that you ended up with, or did you catch a couple more? Because the last I put in 2, and then we kept on like losing connection with the camera and all kinds of other stuff. All the dumb stuff that aggravates the not fish catching. Or let's say accentuates the not fish catching. Is there a mosquito biting me or is that a gnat? So I'll probably choose the morning time, weather permitting, of course, and then we will go from there because like we've seen, guys, the GoPro is just not gonna hang. When it starts to heat up, the GoPro is gonna tap out. So that's gonna be an issue. I might try and put it like as a chesty, but the problem with that is then I'm gonna have to have a battery in my pocket, and then if that battery gets hot, that's a lithium battery, and I'm not looking to burn my butt for, you know, for a couple extra hours of views. The moderator will get mad at me if I burn my butt. Kendall, we cannot rely on the riprap for a buzzer beater this time. It's very sad. We might get beat, boys. But at least we got one BBL today. A BBL a day keeps the doctor away. We're in a foreign land out here, guys. We came, we saw, we got conquered. We did not conquer, we got conquered. Come on, BBL. I mean, buzzer beater. If you want a BBL buzzer beater, then that's fine too. Some folks there are sketchy. So, here's the thing, Kendall. Like, the GoPro might survive. I mean, I've had the GoPro die when I was recording, but it might survive just recording. But I'm using it to go live. So I think using it to go live, that's a different amount of power consumption. So more power, more heat, more shutdown, more downs, more letdown, more disappointed viewers, more money, more problems. No, more let down viewers equals less viewership because they're like, this fool tripping. He can't keep his cool. Still here with free boy and free my soul. Blah 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 blah. I hear a boat, but I don't see any lights. Little does he know I'm an undercover. Oh, he turned on his lights. You're good, dog. You're good. I think we're going to be bested, boys. I think we are going to be bested. I feel like this spot should have produced a fish. But we might be bested. A tip of the hat to you, Lake, is you have bested us. I'm definitely not burning my butt for you guys, for real. So I do have one option, bro. We have an umbrella on here. We used it for the rain, but I can use it to try and stop it from being in the sun. So I might have to do that. That's a possibility. Does that guy know where he's going? I don't think that guy has a map because he's just cruising around all crazy like. I would not have gone that fast through that shallow area right there. But what do I know? And there might be one, Kendall. There might be a cooling case, but I haven't looked into it too much. We might have to start breaking up these days of Rodcast. We might have to break them up to the morning and then say, all right, guys, it's whatever time to get off the water because the GoPro is weak. And then come back when it's cooled down a little bit and then fish out the afternoon. Might have to start doing because I don't think it's going to be able to hang. Now, granted, if it feels like 95, but like it was 85 with a feels like of 95, so we can't really be too hard on the GoPro. It gave up. I was like, all right, I'm done, dog. You can fish all day like an idiot, but I refuse to fish all day like an idiot. And I'm like, that's cool, dog. You can tap out anytime you want. Creel, keep a spray bottle. What? Creel, you expect me to buy another GoPro? It's just going to heat up, and then the other one's going to heat up, and then I could alternate between them, but the thing is, we're still going to end up losing the stream. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. It'll start losing the stream and being all like, all right, bros, See you guys on the next one. I mean, I don't even know if my phone's gonna be able to hang. There's a lot of question marks here, guys. So Colin, I would use a DJI, but see, here's the thing. DJI is a Chinese company. So being a Chinese company, I would much rather not use that, because in order to utilize their camera and stuff, they're gonna be like, hey, can we turn on your microphone? Can we do this? Can we do that? Get your and that is how potentially we might end this day, guys, with a jig stuck in Mother Earth. Pues, Mother Earth, why you gotta push me even more? But yeah, so they're gonna ask if they can use my you know what? I don't think you need my microphone. If GoPro is gonna steal my information, at least it's an American company. So, I could dip it in the water. The moderator has already suggested in the water. The problem with dipping it in is that a fish jumped out right next to it. The problem with dipping it in the water, bro, is that I need to know when this guy's about to die. Plus, I have to disconnect a lot of stuff, the microphone. I gotta disconnect the power cable in order to dip it in the water. So it does have some potential issues, because the GoPro sometimes likes to not mic up again once it's already started. So potentially I might have to end the stream for that reason as well. There's a lot of details in here, and the devil is in the details, boys. Steve, you're trying to give me a break, bro? Never, dog. How do you know your limits if not test them every day? How do you push your limits if you do not test them every day? Every day. All right, guys, 2 more casts and then we are out of here. I told Greg that I was gonna get off the water by the time I got off the water, the GTO would be closed, but we'll see what happens. No pain, no gain. I'm telling you, this is my sauna out here. I sweat off the pounds. So there are some benefits. Dude, it feels good off to the right. Pero they are not biting. Yo, Mike, I'm glad he caught some number that was unknown, 7 or 8. Could have been 7.5. I don't know. We have to come back, guys, because you have to test the limits. You have to test your understanding. You gotta see, okay, why did that lake, the middle of the lake, kick our butt? I don't know. Let's figure it out. Because now this thing has angered me. This has angered me. And you don't want to see me angry. This lake is about to feel the wrath. It's about to feel the wrath of whatever I can figure out. Come on, baby. I'm not feeling the fish breathing on my jig right now, guys, so I'm thinking that they're gonna best us here. In fact, oh, I'm free. I'm free, never mind. But we didn't lose our jig, so well, that's a positive. Proof positive that I got out of a lot of rocks over there in New Mexico. How has there not been a single topwater bite? We're almost in June, bros. All right, my dudes, I will follow suit with these guys right here, and we will cruise to the dock. I don't know. Maybe if these guys are taking a long time, I might throw some lines. I don't know how long they're gonna take. Let's lower the brightness right there so that we can see ourselves. Oh man, I just looked back here and I saw that we had a net out, so that meant that we caught a drum. I forgot about that, guys. We got punked. A freaking drum got caught, and that was the last thing that we caught. Wow, this lake really gave it to us today. Colin, we tried, dog. We tried, but that's fishing. We tried. But we definitely got to thank the good Lord that we got ourselves a BBL. That is the only saving grace of this day. Oh yeah, bro, unlimited. Thanks, dog. Definitely, it was a grind. It was an experience, boys. That is the first 95-degree heat of the summer or of the year. So it was a test of the emergency bass system. Can you hang out here in that kind of heat? The answer was yes. But here's the thing. In the next few days, it's gonna go down to like the 70s. And then my body's gonna be all like, bro, I thought we were here to grind in the 90s. Yeah, dog, I'm kidding. Not gonna grind in the 90s, bro. The 90s are gone. a long time ago. You know what, dudes? Well, these guys are loading up. I mean, they're probably gonna be pretty quick, but there's a second boat right there. So while these guys are loading up, I'm just gonna throw Don's chatterbait out here. There's a little point that comes here. I mean, if this place is any like sunset, you go far. Catch your fish. Let's try it. Do we have a problem? Yes, because apparently we're still gonna. But this is called optimization, guys. These guys are loading up their boats, and we are trying to load ours up as well, but with a bass. And now we're wrapped all over our our rod. What in the heck is going on here? All right, I'll act like I've had a fishing rod in my hand before. Here we go. Let's try and get that darkness buzzer beater. You guys might not be able to see me. We are in 8 feet of water. Can we get a buzzer beater? I may have to change this line because it is. All right, somebody's coming in hot behind me. It is starting not to cast as far as it used to, but it's at the bottom portion near the reel. So I can see the holes for the line. Come on, buzzer beater. I'll let. Creel. Is a change of the spool, not the line. So, or a change. I'm not doing a retie. I'm doing a entire line change. Okay, I'm not sure this guy knows it's shallow right. He does. He doesn't care. I don't know. Or maybe I'm a little chicken. Or does not like him. Yeah, because we got to be able to cast this chatterbait a quarter mile in order to get that excitation of the lateral lines. We need it to go a quarter mile so that they are fully enticed. They can feel it from a distance and be all like, yo, boat, whatever that is headed this way, I gotta have it. Right now I can only throw like, I don't know, bro, this is like 15 yards maybe. Come on, buzzer beater. That right there is waterfront, guys. The only light that you guys can see, that is waterfront. Come on, baby, one time, one time. This is gross. That gooey grass right here. Come on, baby, one time. This is gooey grass, guys. This is no longer eel grass. We're in some kind of other goo grass. I'm gonna need to bring some Guggen next. Not Guggen, but Guggen, because this stuff is not good. Some dude was fishing from the bank here, putting my time in his fish right here. All right, cool, dog. So there is a shot. There is a shot for a buzzer beater. Come on, baby, one time. I'm seeing eelgrass up top. That's terrible. Yeah, unlimited, that's because you're hardcore, bro. There should be some light. That light is the gas pumps of GTO at Waterfront. Come on, one time, baby. Moderator, please remind me to do a line change. What was that other thing that the moderator was supposed to remind me of, but I forgot? And maybe we both forgot. Oh yeah, that is GTO. Oh, Kendall, that is not Game of Thrones. It is the GTO at Waterfront. Kendall, Thrones over? Did you think that that the White Walkers were coming out right now, bro? Like I was gonna have to Jon Snow some things. I hope no White Walkers come out, bro. If some White Walkers come out, well, we're gonna throw down, of course, but it's gonna be with a little bit of hesitation. the mother of dragons. Where is she? Bro, that whole brother-sister thing, that was a bit weird. More than a bit. Definitely weird. All right, guys, there's eelgrass all over the top here, so it's gonna be a little hard for me to work this bait through here, but that was definitely a weird part of the show. And I was like, I could probably do without that. What? You had a cousin that was married to her brother in America? Kendall, I will just stay on the water just to hear this story. And remember, it's got to be in 3-word sentences, bro, in order for me to be able to read it. What? That's crazy, bro. How? How is that possible? In America. This guy's got to be joking. He's got to be pulling my leg. Oh, would you look at that? Look at that. There's a little chair right there. How nice. I knew it. I just barely read it. And Kendall, I would have just taken I'm joking. You put 4 words in there. Now that does not compute. Not compute 2 words. Look at this chair here, guys. This is ominous. What is this chair for? My sorrows? Stories of fishermen who didn't do as well as they had expected? Come on, power poles, any day now. Dudes, again we use our power poles on the channel. Washalo? Okay, this is not a great job though, but the power poles coming clutch. Dudes, the heart is heavy. Only one BBL. A CS. All right, guys, I will be back. You see no chair, Creel? Oh, these fish want to splash. You don't see this chair right here, Creel? Am I delirious? Delirious, Creel. Where's the button to turn this thing on? That's not a chair right there, Creel. Am I delirious? Right there. That is a chair, Creel. I'm not crazy. It probably actually looks freakier with that little bit of light. It looks scarier with that little bit of light, guys. I just freaked myself out. That's what I'm saying, Unlimited. Did that not look freaky, bro? I just freaked myself out. Guys, don't leave because of that. Look at that, bro. Very ominous. I should leave this light here so that you guys can see if someone sits on that chair. GoPro is making it super creepy. The street light is not out, bro. It's the GoPro sucks at picking up low light. I'll freak you guys out with this and that. Why? How did it turn off the other time? Quit playing around, guys. If I come back and my boat's gone, it was probably whatever was in that chair. I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace out, Steve. Yo, Mike. Mike, Guntersville, Mike. You said you just left this area, bro. How'd you do out there? Hopefully good. I would like to tell you, bro, that I had caught some other stuff since the feed went out. The only thing that I caught was a drum. So, not great. But it was a dumb drum. Ha. Ha. Kendall, real funny, bro. Planning pranks, huh? Look, bro, the chick told me back in the day, because I like to joke around and whatever. She got mad at me one time and she was like, hey, quit playing around. And I was like, all right, I'll relax. I mean, it didn't help that the chief was in the hospital when we were laughing, but we weren't laughing because the chief was in the hospital. We were just laughing. You know, we were hanging out with her and we were just laughing. But she didn't like us laughing when she didn't know what the joke was, so, you know, whatever. I guess the person who's in the hospital doesn't want to not know what the joke is. Okay. So clearly I'm a little too far. Every ramp is different. Kendall, you think that this story would be about me when I was younger. But no, dude. I got in trouble for joking around when I was older. I'm talking about like, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago. Chief was in the hospital. Now, it had to have been more. But it was not more than 10 years ago. Chief was in the hospital. And we were laughing. Not at the chief being in the hospital. But we were laughing. And we got in trouble. But mostly me. I got in trouble. Mm-hmm. Almost there, guys. That should be a winner. And I was wrong. What the heck is going on here, bros? It's the first time I've ever put a boat on the trailer? Seems like it. Kendall, are you talking about the moderator? Or are you talking about a different moderator, bro? Because when you tried to start some turkey sandwich beef, oh bro, you deserve to get in trouble for that. I did it. I did end up eating a turkey sandwich at some point in time. All right. Guntersville Mike backing me up saying, yo, bro, that ramp can be tough. Now, at least I'm respectable because I was over here like, bro, something ain't right here. What is taking me so long? What I see, dude, we are now almost officially off the water. And I will tell you, I feel like we got our butts kicked. And by we, I mean me. I feel like I got my butt handed to me. Now, I'm not gonna burn my butt for you guys like Creel. Creel pointed out that I wouldn't burn my butt for you guys. But I did get it handed to me for you guys. It's kind of weird, but I got it handed to me. I don't know. It's a different location. We're gonna have to figure it out. The grass was nowhere like I had expected. It was not. I mean, the eelgrass was floating, bros. I knew it would be floating a little bit, but I didn't know it was only growing on the top of the water. That's dumb. But whatever. Guntersville Mike. All right. Your moderator, bro. Of course, everything's always easy for Creel. Creel is Señor Easy. Take it easy, man. Take it easy. But Guntersville Mike, did you have multiple spotted bass or one spotted bass? And again, to each fisherman, their catch is private. So if you don't want to tell me, dog, you don't got to tell me. I'll be like, all right, I can respect that, bro. Ay, jai. Keep your head up, boys. This is just another day. All right. I can respect that, Mike, because you see, you said that you were utilizing the quote-unquote cheater box some people might not have admitted that. And I'm not for or against it, but I'm just saying, I can respect the fact that you're like, yeah, bro, but I was using this. And you kept it real so that you can level set and have people know what the real is. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, though. My dudes, some days it bees like that. And this is one of those days. It always warms my heart when a son tells his dad bye. It is very, very heartwarming. So, guys, my bad. Today was not great. Today was not great at all. But we did get that one BBL, homie. So, my dudes, we will see you tomorrow. I think probably in the morning. We'll check the weather. I appreciate you guys showing up. I appreciate you guys showing up, my dudes. It was tough. It was a good test. A good test of stamina and stupidity. Because I'll tell you what, guys, my stupidity cannot be outdone or outmatched. You know what I'm saying? The stamina, that's questionable. Sometimes we got cracks in our stamina, but definitely the stupidity, no way, bros. That abounds here. So my dudes, I appreciate that. Fish around and find out about those